Welcome to clickmeproject.com.
Okay, this is our project title for the personal health indexing based on medical examinations, a data mining approach. Okay, so this is our abstract for the personal health indexing examination health records. Okay, so first of all, domains of data mining. So the fundamental challenge of learning a classification model for a risk prediction lies in the unlabeled data that constitutes the majority of the collected data set. So here the proposed system presents a semi-supervised graph-based algorithm called SRG Health. So here the novel graph extraction mechanism is used for handling the heterogeneity. So the heterogeneity based will implementing the different set of classification algorithms. For example, using the data classifications as the navy based k nearest neighbors, linear regression, association rule mining, support vector machine. So these are some data classification algorithms using will implementing this process. Implementing the process, that means these are some algorithms used implementing the graph based approaches. So finally the results show that the proposed system achieves the effectiveness and the efficiency of both real time health examination datasets and the synthetic datasets based on the diabetic patient details to be founded. Okay, so this is the flow diagram for the Intel health examination records. The domains of data mining. So the data mining is nothing but it's a non-trivial extractions of implicit, previously unknown and potentially useful information from the data. So that the data mining. So the data mining is mostly important for the analyzing for the here we will analyzing the health examination record. That means analyzing the patient status. So first of all we are using the data set, creating the different attributes based load the data set. After the data set will be loaded into the database. So finally we will processing the pre-process. Pre-process means extracting the status and the follow-up patients informations to be found out after the perform mining process. That means the data mining process for the clustering and the classifications. Always said with here different classification algorithms using we will classifications, that means generate the item set from symptoms. So here we will using the diabetic data set. So the diabetic data set based what are the symptoms to be used, suppose the weight loss and the skin prims. So these are some data items, that means that these are some symptoms based what are the disease to be find out for the patients to be created. So after the create frequent item set based on the diabetic data set. So after the perform association rule mining. So the what are the process for the rule mining is completed. So the performing RPC algorithms and the data coverage algorithm, APRX collections and the bus algorithms. So these are some data mining process based. We will implementing the rule mining process. The rule mining with checking to the false positive rate. Finally the extract patient's reports. So finally the patient's reports. Final one is the bus algorithm. The bus algorithm is nothing but the bus means the data transportation. So here the data will be transported from the source and destinations, but the bus process means the bottom to top approach. Bottom to top approach means the bottom side with we will implementing that means we will finding the results. That means the because the patient is normal or abnormal. So we will see the bottom to top approach with how to will calculate the patient is, how to find out the patient is normal or abnormal, because we are seeing the data classifications, how to will classification. That means we are using the different set of classification algorithms. So how to classification means we will clustering the data. So how to clustering means we will pre-processing. So every step by step we will forwarding. So this is the bus process. So finally we will calculating the different set of medicine names based we will implementing our process. Now the demo section is start for the personal health indexing based on medical examination records. Okay, so this is the home page for the health indexing based on medical examination records. Okay, so first of all the first one is the dataset selection. So choose the dataset, diabetics details. So click to the next. So is the pre-processing and loaded into the pre-processing and loaded into the database. So click to the pre-processing. So here the pre-processing is successfully completed. So check your files. Okay, so loaded into the database. So this is the insertion and viewing information for the data. So the data will be inserted into the database. That means the patient's report is successfully inserted. So show the data, so the patient details are visible. So this is the patient list, that means the statusing for the patient's details. So the status patient report is inserted successful. So this is the total count for the 698. This is the total count for the status of patients. So follow-up patients, so this is the 68. So here we are using the different set of classifications algorithm, that means the clustering and the classifications process. So here in this phase we will implementing the some classifications algorithm, for example the Navy Basin, linear regression, association rule mining, the support vector machine. So these are some class nearest k nearest neighbors. So these are some data classification algorithms using we will implementing this process. So click to the rule selection, that means the association rule mining using implementation process to be furthered. So click to the database diabetic.txt. Here I am choosing the diabetic data sets. So what are the supporting and support and confidence process for using this process. Okay, so choosing the different data set as the symptoms.txt. So this is the support count, rule mining, calculation, high risk patients. Okay, so this is the RPC is stored in our database. That means the RPC means relative patients coverage. So the RPC data is successfully stored under patients. So this is the high risk patients information to be retrieved. Okay, so go for testing process. So this is the username and passwords. So click to new user informations. Suppose the new user information is Arun Pontian at gmail.com. So the status Meghalaya, so the capital Shillong. So this is the username, this is password, so this is confirm password. Okay, so click for register. So it's a successful. So this is the username, so this is password. So click to the login. So the Arun is the valid user, go ahead. Okay, so this is the user details. So the count, this is the RBC count, so it's a glass of water. So this is the hemoglobin, so pallet count. Okay, so the data is encrypted. So send health to M here informations to be retrieved. So click to the health frame. Okay, so this is the M healthcare information. So the users, click to 4. So these are some users. When I click to the patient's report, he is a normal patient. So here we are using the WC count, RBC count, and the glass of water's hemoglobin, pallet count, and the diabetic status. So the diabetic status yes or no. So here these are some details based. We are calculating the given patient is normal or abnormal. So choosing 8, he is a abnormal patient. 5, click to next, he is a normal patient. So these are some informations based will calculating the process. Okay, now we will find out the patient details or normal or abnormal. These are some extra classifications informations to be specified. Suppose when we click to the status, that means status 1 means these are some particular informations. So this is some extra or metadata informations to be specified. Here first of all we are describe the informations as the patient is normal or abnormal, but in this case we are find out the patient status. Suppose the 1 is normal or 0 is abnormal. Suppose the status 1 means, that means 1 disease is serious, that means 0 is not serious of disease. So this is the disease informations to be described, but in this case the disease names and its levels, the recovery times. So these are some particular informations to be specified. Okay, so click to the medical. So click to the time. So morning means, so these are some informations to be specified. Click to the evening, so some particular informations. So click to night, so some particular information. So these are some informations to be specified. So these are some extra metadata information for the most expensive medicine. So this is some cancer or diabetic medicine names. Here for example, here using the cancer drugs. So these are some medicine names. So this is the cancer type. Suppose we are using the cancer drugs funds, means this is the improve the cancer types. So this is the average treatment time and the average cost for the some metadata information to be specified. This is the medicine status, that means essential medicines list expanded for the some information. So this is the graph. So this is the leading complications of diabetes patients. This is the dental disease, complications of pregnancy, hypertension, eye problems leading to blindness, and the emissions, so heart disease and stroke. So these are some particular informations or some disease based disease patients to be attacked for the diabetics. Okay, so these are some informations to be specified. So click to the next. Automatically we are classifying. So now the demo is finished. Thanks for listening.